he lost 200, and 200 L's is a big loss. I took it. Ugh. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, it's worth bearing in mind, I'm playing this on very hard. I actually had to double check in the early part of the game to see if it was. Brilliant, he's taken out the last settlement, I think, of Clan Eshen. Clan Eshen destroyed. Good. I might try and give him an order now then. Give him a direction to attack. Oh. I was thinking earlier that I would finish at 8. But it's been fairly quiet. Up until the last hour or so. I mean, this whole stream has largely been about consolidation after defeating Clan Pestilence yesterday. I mean, I was expecting we were just going to go effectively after the 4 books that we had in our territory. Well, effectively right on our territory store, which we didn't do because, you know, there was war against the orcs that distracted us. It was like, okay, well, we'll do this first. We were going to go after this one, and then maybe see about, by the time we got our 3rd army, go after these guys. But yeah, events took over, which, as much as I'm angry, I feel betrayed. I'm glad it's still, because I was starting to suspect it wasn't very hard. This is the reason for playing very hard. Right. From this right now, I will double check. Well, if nothing else, I should replace these lords. That shouldn't stop me going out and attacking. We should be able to if we replace the lord. Oh no. Oh no, I've made a mistake. I've misunderstood. I've misunderstood how this works. It's only when you recruit a lord. I can't recruit a lord. Oh. This is where I really hope I had more viewers, because they would have pointed out this mistake, and there's not much I can do about it because I can't. This is so silly. I don't like the fact you can't kick lords, even legendary lords, especially when there's such a normal, easy workaround. You could just replace them. I don't know why that is. It just seems like an odd thing. It was always an odd thing in number 1, just in the first game, because there was an odd way around it. The fact that these guys, they've added in the fact of being immortal. I wonder what their logic is for that, because I guess in the first game, legendary lords were immortal. So I guess that was their thinking. Because they can't be killed, you can't get rid of them, but... I should be able to recruit a new lord and use it to replace one that's already there. I don't think there's anything from a lore point of view. Even from game mechanic point of view, there's a lot of things you have to get in line to be able to do it, right? So what I'm going to do now, as stupid as it sounds, as it is, you poor guy, I'm going to get him to... I'm going to get him to suicide somewhere. Pummy's thinking he might actually win against this fight. He's going to go in by himself. Yeah, he's actually set to win. I'm going to fight this.
To war for Nehekara!
Because the auto resolve says I should win. Oh my god. It's so stupid. At least he's immortal, he's going to come back, I guess. I was always going to have to wait a few turns. But it means what I can do... I don't think I had this problem. They must have changed this in a patch. There's something weird about this, because when I was basically doing a test game, I did it on Mortal Empires. Maybe something about Mortal Empires which is slightly different. I had 2 armies, and I was at the stage of recruiting a 3rd one. I had that event with a combination of things I could get with the ride. I got 2 rank 8 lords. And I'm sure I recruited one, transferred all the troops from my army, disbanded the guy who was there, or replaced him. Because I definitely got 2 lords, and I definitely had 2 armies at the time. I must have been able to disband him. Because I definitely didn't go and suicide him into an army. Because I must have replaced him with a... Because I did, it was only like a level 3 or 4 lords. I guess just like this. And I replaced him with a rank 8 one. Ah, so annoying. Have you got archers? You haven't got archers, because I made a point of killing your archers. I mean, I've got no abilities. I can't... I will not charge you. I will let you charge me. It's on my armour, isn't it? I bet you I'm going to win this. I hope somebody at some point does watch this. It sounds silly, there's nobody really watching in the stream, but I'm always under the assumption that somebody at a later date, even if that later date is a couple of years from now, you know, maybe when I'm big and famous, people were like, oh, I'm going to go watch his first stream, see how far he's become. I mean, this is probably going to be episode 15 of the series or whatever, once I divide up yesterday's stream into episodes. Ah, this is what I was going to say, because I think it's like... But I just got this feeling I'm not going to be able to lose even if I try. His leadership's going to go down, I'm going to get swamped and I'll lose because of my leadership. I won't be able to catch his lord, who's on a horse. Even if I manage to grind my way through all these spearmen, and the spearmen can't get past my armour and stuff. Which I'm guessing is what he's thinking. Oh, he's frightened by me as well. Which is why he didn't come to me. Oh, they've come... Oh, that's interesting. I don't cause terror, do I? I cause fear, sure. Oh, the curse is automatic. Which will cause damage to everybody, which I think is that. What that is, isn't it? So that's kind of cool. I do a damage to everybody. It's interesting to see. I should have actually made the point. I lost. Brilliant. Amazing. Going into a battle and being worried that you're not going to lose. That's a new experience for me in Total War. The sound and the music's gone from the game. Hopefully, once it's loaded up. I know that sometimes. I'm assuming it's a performance thing. That it... Because I used to have a real buggy problem in Warhammer 1. It happened a little here. In some big battles, the sound would go really bad. It was one of the things that was really making me hesitant about streaming, because I couldn't figure out how to stop it. So sometimes the audio cuts out, or either the music cuts out during a battle, or the sound effects cut out. Which I'd rather. I mean, it's not ideal, but I'd rather that than it slowed the game down completely. And because the sound just kept coming in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, which was just, it's almost painful. It was almost painful to listen to, you know. I'd have to take my ear off, you know. So having no sound is better, but having no sound on the campaign map is not going to be good enough. Definitely not having that. Okay, let's see if I can click on some things and see if... I mean, there's no music. I mean, there's potential. Did I wonder if I accidentally pressed a button that muted the sound. I wonder if this can force it to kind of reset. No. We can mute it. We can mute it and then unmute it. I wonder if something on my... What have I done? Let's have a look at OBS. Is it still picking up anything? Well, it's not picking up any desktop audio. Well, that's because I just moved it. Oh. Oh, it seems to... Oh, maybe you are hearing audio. Maybe I'm just not hearing audio. Because OBS is showing there's some desktop audio. Okay, I figured out the technical problem. So sometimes, I'm not sure exactly what I did. You probably had to see it in the video. Just go back and find it. I probably adjusted my headset. And with it being a wireless one, I find this a lot. There's dials on the side for the volume. The amount of times, it's quite often I'll take them off or whatever, and I'll just accidentally brush my finger against the volume button. I don't know what I did. Maybe I scratched my neck. Maybe I did something without thinking about it. I brushed against it, turned the sound off. And I must have done it quickly enough to notice the sound to me went off, not down. Anyway, so that was embarrassing. So it was literally just sound turned down. I was about ready to like reload the save or anything like that. Oh well. As if I had OBS properly open in a place where I could see it, then that probably wouldn't have been an issue. Right, so if I recruit somebody... No, because this was a scenario I was in before, basically. So it's going to take him a turn. But for some reason... So I should be able to... Right, let me... A lot of things going on at the moment. Right, I can recruit a Lord of rank 4. Good. So I'll perform this rite. Incantation of Tahoth, which will allow me to recruit Castle of Souls as well. Get +3 Lord recruit rank and uni experience for all recruits. So now that means I can recruit a level 7 Lord. So which is going to be Setep and Lamisash. These are the special ones. I had to use Canopic Jars for it. Alright, let me turn the sound down a touch now. But let me just check that I can't replace you. Oh, I know why it worked before and it didn't work this time. So I had an event which gave me +5 to my recruit rank. Here we're getting +3 from the event. Maybe it was +4 because it was definitely gone to 8, the event. But the reason I'm getting the extra 2 is from this building. And I guess it only affects this region. And because I'm recruiting from the main pool, it's not counting as this region. Yeah. That's still a bit awkward. That's really awkward. So, let's get La Mizash of the 4th dynasty. Setep of the 5th. Let's do this guy first, because he gets extra Ushabti capacity as well, and this is going to be the Ushabti army. Let's recruit him. And we will transfer all the units over, including the Necrotect. In fact, counting all the heroes. Now, we can't get rid of this. Oh, we can! That's what... But he's... I can get rid of him now. Why can I get rid of him now? He should be immortal. Because I'm sure there's a thing that Tomb Kings are all immortal. They all start... So he doesn't have the immortality skill to get. Maybe it's just maybe that's where the bug is. It's... Well, I didn't think it was a bug. I thought it should be just something that should change. Is maybe once you get rid of everybody in the army, you then get the option to disband. Which means... Oh, I can't recruit another lord here just yet. We can recruit him over here though. Let's recruit him. No, why can't we recruit him? Oh, I thought it was per region. It's a province. So I'll have to recruit him next turn.
Address me as your highness.
Beloved of us.
What a shambles. Right, let's give him the Room Archer. And this one... We've got 4 more skill points. Hero Titan, Ushabti, and the Ushabti Great Bow. What's the thing that adds to Scorpions as well? Because he's going to have a bunch of Scorpions to be this one. So... Because you often find the jump from the 2nd to the 3rd rank isn't as good as just the jump from the 1st to the 2nd. Yeah, because that only affects... The first one only affects melee defense. First one here only affects charge bonus. So I'm tempted to put 2 in each. Do we get rid of the Root Marcher? I'm not going to bother with the Root Marcher for now. We might change that later. I don't know actually, because then... Oh, that would give me extra weapon strength as well for these guys, whereas I don't get that on the 2nd rank. Whereas that's only a couple of points buff, which is great, but okay. Yes, and we will give him Frenzy for Ushabti and Ushabti Bow, the Lord's Army, and Tomb Scorpions get +12 versus infantry. Let's see if we've got any things to give him. No, he can keep the Helmet Discord. No! Because if we've got the 2 armies working together... Yeah, okay, this is going to be... He's going to get a Helmet Discord over in this army. You can have the extra weapon strength. I mean, it's going to be a long while before we can get him on his War Sphinx. Yeah, magic resistance. Why not? Why not? And there's no... other options here. Oh, let's give him some of the charge bonus stats, because I don't think Khalida's really going to use it. And then they can go on a Tomb Scorpion or something like that. And the leadership as well. I want Khalida to have space. That +4 leadership doesn't seem like it's amazing. If it could stick it on a... I don't know how it works as far as getting a leadership buff to your nearby units. I don't know if that bonus is based on your own. Well, not your own, your guy's leadership.
Power in unlife. Prepare the
If it is, then you can stick it on the Lord and it'll be good, because then the effect would go to everybody else, but I'm not convinced that's how it is. Oh, we're starting to get some... It's been a long time. We've waited far too long to be able to get these units, but to be fair, we've got 2 more Yushabti and 6 Tomb Scorpions, so we're going to make up for it not having going this long without some of the better units. Oh, we might as well recruit some units this turn. I'm just going to recruit 3 archers this turn. These will be rank 3 now. These don't get any rank bonuses. No, because it's all coming from... Not this. It's all coming from the... Oh, it's only 2. Oh, it'd be the hero. The hero which I put in later. One of my... yeah. Yeah. Right, after I got this guy ages ago and I completely forgot. Yeah, so he just buffs the melee attack for his Yushabti and missile damage for the bows. He himself gets +8 melee attack and he allows an extra 2 Yushabtis to be built. So I'm not destroying this army this turn. But that's fine, he's not going to be able to do anything. If he went after Oxel, he'll probably end up getting some garrison next turn, but they'll be so incredibly weak. Oh, sorry. You've done nothing as far as trying to come to attack Teclis. Oh, I've got a bunch of
Bring me Neferata's head.
upgrades here. Brilliant.
They have served me well.
Did I not say he needs to get a skeleton? Yes, I did. I want to be able to get him. I want to be able to run away from trouble. Yeah, that's good. It's not going to help me now. Causes terror. 50% magic resistance. Yeah, I want to be able to get to where into range to use his cool spells when he needs to, and also run away from trouble. Who's this? The Tomb Prince?
Beloved of Asaph.
Yeah, you're just going for a very attacker. You can be Khalida's bodyguard for now. You're mainly there. Well, you are a scout, weren't you?
Attend your king, slaves.
Oh, this wizard's gone up as well. He's level 6. Yeah, let's get the cheap spell in. Chamber of Visions hasn't got walls. He hasn't upgraded. We're going to raise this one. We're going to completely destroy Teclis and these guys. You will have a bit of a buff from the garrison, but not much. Oh, it's been a few turns. And then he will come in afterwards once we've raised it. Saxon raised it.
High Queen Khalida.
Who do we want to go in first? Does it matter?
To your king.
I suppose... Yeah, we'll have Khalida set up nice and first. Oh, sorry, the arrows are there, aren't they? Yep. So I should still...
Get them!
Oh, well they have... That's a lot of spearmen. They can outrange us, but we have got the Cascade of Souls, and we've got some nice artillery fire. And these are all gold level archers now, which means they get massive buffs to their... Let's have a look at the difference actually. It was missile damage. It was like an extra 10-12%, plus some other stats which I forget. We don't get any bonuses to range, so yeah, it goes from 26 to 30. It's not as much as I thought it would be. It still all adds up. Oh, we haven't got the second army in. That's why it's even. Let's encircle. Move the other army in closer. There was definitely an arrow there, wasn't there? I so nearly went into that battle without... Oh! I think the arrow is I gave him an order last turn to attack it. And he couldn't reach.
Attack!
That's the arrow I'm looking for. Okay, this is a bit more like it, but we are fighting anyway. Because we need to get our revenge on Teclis, because he's pissed me off.
Vengeance!
Okay. Give me a second, I just need to, not actually going off mic, I just need to switch the heating on, it's not far. Feel the need for a coffee soon. One of those things I'm looking at is like, oh, when should I... This is why I need to come up with a schedule. I must be able to say to myself when to stop. I feel like yesterday I was streaming for too long. It did wear me down quite a lot. Whereas, like, because we've had all this action towards the end, it's perked me up. But this is an element where we need to... I need to stop. I might actually... We'll play out this turn, I think. Give it to about half past. Another 10 minutes or so. We'll see where we are. Because I don't want to constantly get to the point where I'm... Do I gamble? Go on then. Where we just get to the end of the stage and I'm really tired and I can't think straight. Because that means there's always going to be an episode. Especially if I end up spreading them down into 1 hour chunks. Last episode's going to end up being terrible. Or, you know, each play session. Where are these coming in? You're coming in from that side. Okay. I reckon we go to the top of this hill. They will stand back. I don't think they have any repeater bolt throwers. We'll go to the top of the hill. And set this up. Let's turn off fire wheel for that thing. Let's not start firing until we're in position. Let's he's got quite a big army still. And he's he's only level 8. But he is the most powerful mage, one of the most powerful mages. This may be contentious in the old world. In the old world? No, sorry, in the Warhammer world. Right, you stay by Khalida's side. Oh, you've got stalk and such, haven't you? I wonder if there's somewhere I can sneak around the back. I don't think that's probably a good idea anyway. I might as well stick you up there. I mean, you've got stalk, which means you can't be seen until you're really close. I don't know how close is really close. Let's have a look. I think you have to basically be right on top of the enemy, so you can move hidden in any terrain. Yeah, I think it kind of is. It's just the normal kind of rules. If just assume they're in the woods all the time. And I'm going to have these just back here a bit. I'm not going to have any summoned troops. I don't think he's got any flyers. But I'll decide what to do with them as we get our lines kind of drawn up. suppose we should really group these guys up as well, so we got like a command units with each army, don't get mixed up. But they've obviously centered their guys over here. Maybe we should think about getting this guy in the middle a bit more. Right, let's just set these up. Oh, I don't need to. Let's not put this up. Control 5. I'm trying to get out of the habit of pausing it all the time. I do like to pause it, and I don't think I'm ever going to stop pausing it. I know some people can get really. I'm not playing multiplayer, so I don't feel it's a requirement to. You're effectively handicapping yourself. No real benefit of the gloating rights. I don't care about gloating rights. I mean, although I like a good strategy, I like to take my time. It's like if you play chess against me ever, you'll probably find it's the longest chess game you'll ever play. Again, we don't play with timers, but I like to think about my decisions and consider them. I don't like the idea that I would lose a battle just because I rushed it. I couldn't take a moment to have a look. Let's stick these guys kind of in the middle. Again, there's a bit of protection here. Because it'd be interesting, once we're set up, are you in a range of? You are. It's a nice long range. So I can start, we'll see what they do once I start. I guess we'll target the Sea Guard. That's quite a nice little bulk. And then we'll use this as well, because I don't want to use it now, because I don't want to. I think as soon as we start opening fire, it will prompt them to move forward. And then we're suddenly in the defensive position. They have to come to us. And we'll, they'll have range on our archers, but we're forcing them to come up the hill a bit. Potentially. Potentially, anyway. Oh, I think that was these. Okie dokie, let's put this down through here and see how it does. At the same time, we'll get this guy to start opening fire on this unit. Whoa, that was ridiculous. I think that's one of the things about one of the mods I'm using, I forgot what it's called now, Brutal Battles. It basically makes everybody in tighter formations. I like how it looks, and it does also give archers a great arc, which is not that big of an arc. It's the same kind of arc they would have got in the original game, in the tabletop game, should I say. Yeah, they are coming forward. I thought like, oh, if you're not going to come forward after that, I'm more than happy to, what's your range? 140. Oh, let's move my, these are 140 as well. Let's stick these up a bit. Oh, fireball. Let's try and hit the biggest clump we can. Do we? Oh, that's why I wish I'm glad I had the Skelly, because that looks ready for a banishment. Or a net, I mean, that's definitely the biggest bulk of the force, so I'll use the cavalry to go this way. Right, shoot at the Illyrian Reavers, will you? Right, these guys are in a bit of range now. Let's get you to shoot at these guys. Let's get like these to move up, and you can go and shoot at these. I'm going to have to move these guys forward to to get them in. Do I say that? Do I? Yeah, I'm gonna... I did cancel the order, none of them are moving. So yeah, they are attacking me. I got cavalry and such. Oh, I took care of them quite nicely. I'd say I took care of them. Oh, they obviously saw these guys. Oh wow, you took a lot of damage. Did these guys... Oh, they're armor piercing and they're anti-large as well, which I don't... Oh, that's their weapon strength. But the missile damage armor piercing. I haven't got any of the other stalkers to compare them to. Because they... wasn't looking. I don't know what else was shooting at them, but they took them down pretty quickly. I'll have to maybe see if I could do one more volley and then run away. I mean, they could probably attack here quite nicely. Let's get you guys shooting the flanks here. Right, you guys should all be able to shoot now. Let's see if we can do a net over here. And once we've netted them, we'll get another barrage down. And why are these guys not... Now these are all just... I guess they are shooting, aren't they? Yeah, they are. So I guess the Sea Guard are just all staying back. Oh, I should have... Let's move back. Let's keep you guys... Oh. Let's keep you guys shooting the Sea Guard. Oh, ha! Run away, run away, run away. How... Right, let's see... Yeah, see, because I would hate for, like, a unit to get caught and destroyed just because my attention was over here. It's... The other big thing is, it's like if the AI took the initiative a bit more, it's like those guys. You would think they would turn around to face the enemy. They can just look over their shoulders, like, oh, there's an enemy over there, maybe we should face them. No, the guy told us to turn with our back to them. It's like, yeah, but I'm sure he didn't mean it. He just told us to run away. It's like, oh, he never rescinded the order. Oh, well, they did quite nicely. Let's, I did bring this guy over here to do a bit of a banishment, but... Do I want to... No, I'm getting a little bit of a buff now. Where's my other archer? Oh, are they all... Oh, they are. Oh, doesn't the Cascade of Souls do something where it drops their leadership? Let's just have a look. There is something about it, I'm sure. Oh, I'm thinking of the Screaming Skull catapult. Right. Everybody needs to move forward now. We're not... Their main line is basically... demolished. They're just keeping out of range of our... Find your words, Jim. They're archers. It's just archers versus archers. They're archers can outrange us, so they can afford to sit back. I can't, because all I've got in range now is the casket, and that's not going to win the whole battle. let's get the stalkers to charge in. I think everybody's running now. There we go. You can hear me? Okay, I should have given a bit of forewarning there. I realise now. After a prolonged use, my earphones get a bit funny and I can hear a weird distortion. From when I've been playing games with other people, it doesn't seem to affect the mic, but it only just gets worse and worse, and it seems to be solved just by unplugging and plugging in. And I thought, oh, maybe I could do this sneakily. Well, these are all going to... Oh, where's Techless? Oh, I'm a little disappointed in myself. I guess I don't really have much in the way of melee lords. I know we were fighting Techless. Oh, there he is. Yeah, we didn't touch him. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. We're going to kill him anyway. But if I'd been paying a bit more, if I thought about it, I should have singled him out. Just out of spite. Purely out of spite. No, anyway, the sound kind of went... I thought, oh, maybe I could just unplug and plug it back in and nobody will notice. Because it only affects the earphones. But of course, again, not entirely thinking things through to its logical conclusion. This is what happens when I make quick, rash decisions. My microphone's attached to my headphones, so by unplugging it, I was going to have a mic for... because I do try to talk as much as I can. I'm not go silent too much. That was obviously going to be an issue. An item from my Steam list is on... my Steam wish list is on sale. If it's anything terribly important. Ooh. They've changed. I'm using the mobile app on the Steam and they've changed, I guess they must have updated it, but they've changed how they do the wish list, and they've overcomplicated it. I guess they've added in release date, which I don't care about if it's already out. Strategy, simulation. I mean, I know what the game is. I added it to my wish list. The point is, it was much easier to scroll to see what was. Oh, XCOM War of the Chosen is 25% off, and I can't afford it, so that's fine.
The goddess
there's
of
quite a few
vengeance
bits on.
appeased!
I mean, I've had some stuff on here. I've had Super Hot and Firewatch on here for ages, and it's been on sale many times and I haven't bothered. But there's a lot of things on quite a big sale, like 50% off, 70% off. I mean, if you're watching, I'm guessing, well, nobody's really watching it now, but I very much imagine if when people do get around, oh, Lunar New Year sale, that's what it is. So if anybody watches it in a reasonable amount of time, good Steam, the Lunar sale's on. I remember that from last year. They have quite a lot of sales. I thought the next one they have like an Easter sale. Okay. Battle's good, didn't really lose anything. Techless took a massive beating. And we're raising this. We're not going to get much money out of it. But we're going to get a Knobber Jars just like this. Because if we attack it now, take it now, it's only going to be a level 1 settlement. And we're probably going to have to rebuild every single building anyway. Whereas if we raise it,
the suns claim it.
We've got... Ooh. Excellent. I love the fact that you unlock this and you can still put them in another army. That's going to go into my other army. Defeated Techless. Oh, Lord's army gets +10. Winter magic, which is nice. Raised multiple settlements. Enemy siege holdout time, -1. Settlement seems to be able to hold out a lot longer in this one. You're looking at, I often find like with a bigger settlement, one way you might consider it is it takes you 8 turns before they start even taking attrition. Right, so now we can use the Necrotect to colonize the ruins and immediately get a level 3 settlement, which we probably should have thought about. Should have looked to see where these guys were, just in case they jump straight in. Okay, so that's fine. Gonna have to start building these up. But we can afford to build this, which was all that was there before. I'm just gonna save up our money now for these buildings. We need 8,000, 6,000, and with that in mind, I'm going to add the building, which reduces construction cost. We're getting a lot of bonuses from characters at the moment.
Bring me Neferata's head.
So annoyed.
The queen.
Okay, so you can duck in at least. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for this line. I'm gonna wait. Make sure I save 3, maybe 4 points for something along there. Because I'm either gonna stick some Stalkers or the Necropolis Knights in there. Some counter-charging units and stuff for protecting the flanks and such. But I'm not sure which yet. I mean, obviously they've got the Stalkers in there at the moment, haven't I? I mean, you get access to the Stalkers first. Let's go with the Stalkers, because I've already got... I think this was my logic last time. I've already got the unique one there. Plus Stalkers have some range attack. Question is, do I want it now? Income from sacking. Maybe I should have got that last time. I would have got a bit more income. Not much though. It was only like 500. Oh, I'm going to get it now.
Victory, yes!
We're probably going to take the Great Turtle Isle. We'll keep it because the orange minor settlement isn't as big of a deal. Why can't I get the little symbol for the sword symbol for attacking it? Because it normally tells you. Maybe it's just because I'm not in range. That makes sense actually. I can't like a million miles away kind of choose where I'm gonna go. Right, he can I just want to hover over it, see, because it gives you a preview. I guess when you're close enough, if a preview of, oh, he can have a chariot now. How much you might get from raising it. Oh, so that land has declared war on the Lawmasters. Oh, that's interesting. Might be a good idea to... Eshin was destroyed. Good idea to revisit the diplomacy screen. That definitely said 27%. I'm sure it did. Oh, I messed up. It doesn't matter. I was going to try and set up an ambush, but there's no way that army is going to come in when Khalida was in there. If Khalida was hidden as well, there I might be stupid enough to go for it. But as they're not, you won't. Right, we've still got a damaged building. It's only this building. Right, we can put in Regiment of Renown. Oh, and the Casket of Souls. Let's get them both now. just in case they get any ideas to come and attack me. Well, they're just down here now, but these, you know, this army's at a point. I'm definitely going to have to move in next turn. Next turn I'll recruit a new lord, start building the other troops. So this one moves about, starts beating these guys up, hopefully individually. And then we can start, then hopefully we'll be in a good position to take the Citadels of Dusk before they get a chance to replenish. Okay, let's army founded. So I said yesterday that I'd end the stream at the start of the term rather than the end, so it's stuff to do, but it might be a bit more eventful, this one. Let's skip that. Let's just double check, see if there's anything else to do. Oh, this guy. Hey, man. And my scout's over here. Let's see if you're going to find anybody. Oh, that's interesting. Ah, I assumed that would be old Zlatlan. Not, oh my god. Let's have a look. Just look at the diplomacy screen. A bloody croc guy. He did take a couple of their settlements. I guess the Skaven were distracted with their ritual. But it doesn't look like there's any ritual going on now, so I guess while they had their armies down here, Krogar made a few advances. Let's organise by race. Just let's chill out for the last few minutes of the stream and just kind of go over where we are and such a bit. And we'll have a look at the diplomacy. Right, where's Krogar? Lizard men. Elf lizards. Right, so you've got 4. You've still got that one up there. But last time I looked, you had those 2 settlements. You're on the run. Now, I can't see what you're doing. You don't like me just because I'm a great power. That's not. So, which makes me think, what are the Skaven? Oh, the Skaven did. They've got 11 territories.
More head skulls.
So they got back the ones they lost. And I guess they confederated with different Skaven. I think that's a reasonable assumption. I know they did confederate, but it's a reasonable assumption they were up here or something. They got 11, haven't they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So yeah, you can imagine. The Skaven seem to be doing alright. Strength rank 21. In fact, that's a good way of weekend summarise stuff. So Khemri, there's 9 settlements. Not really based on your settlements though, it's the amount of armies. I could field 4 armies, so I imagine he's probably around the same kind of area, 4 armies, which feels earlier, turned 70 or so. If I was any other faction, I wouldn't have the economy to be able to field 4 armies. Now, God's only in the process of building them. Still, he still kind of likes me. Just because I get a bonus to with the other Tomb King factions, which I don't really care about, because he's got this pyramid, so I'm going to have to defeat him. We haven't met Arkan yet. Now, I'm a bit cheaty here. Now, we haven't discovered the followers of Nagash, but there's a big red bit here, and we know Citra's at war. And we've got the Dwarves Star here, so maybe he's not doing well. I don't like seeing legendary lords not doing well, especially if I don't mind if another legendary lord is kicking our ass. So here is fine. I mean, disappointing with Krogar, but Clan Moors is doing well, so that's fine. Alright, this game, Clan Moors is doing well, and Krogar's looking out. But over here, it's like, who's stopping him from progressing? I feel like there's a similar situation to what Technic's has been like. Yeah, Technic's has turned on me now. But he could have taken the Mud Isles. You could have taken this. You could have gone to war with the orcs. It's not like they like the orcs. Early on, I mean, I didn't want this area. I didn't realise how good the buildings were in the province buildings. The Chamber of Secrets, Chamber of Shadows. I can't see it now. Chamber of Visions. That's the one. I knew I'd get there eventually. So that kind of bugs me about the AI touch. I'm not going to grumble too much. The AI is, generally speaking, better than it was in the previous games. And I've said this before, but you can't say that with many games, that the AI's got better. That's interesting. I guess he's not on great terms with Hexwater.
You are an abomination, and yet I must hear your words.
I think in the long term, the High Elves aren't going to like me. Beloved's rank 2. Blue Vipers are rank 4, I'm rank 3.
What you want?
See, with all this dealing, we should be... If Tegus hadn't attacked us, we'll probably be here mopping up these orcs quite well. The orcs are probably regenerated. The orcs are... I'd say they're at war with a few people. They're at war with Itza, but I can see... Itza, so I can't see the orc armies. They had a war up here. And they're at war with these guys, so... Maybe they're not going to last for long. Hexwater isn't at war with them.
Lord of Fear.
I've only made contact with the Dark Elves because of events. Why am I going up? Oh, because I'm at war with Order of Lawmasters. Hexwater. I would rather be... I want some strong long-term allies because I'm not going to try and conquer the world. None of the books in the Gash are over here, and if they're strong, then I mean you're at war with some of the Dark Elves. I'd rather you focus on the Dark Elves. I wonder if the Skaven still in here, or if these are actual ruins. There's also the idea that maybe eventually Itza and these guys will confederate with you. I don't know. We'll see. So I don't really want to... I want to be on good terms. It would be nice if you're a long-term ally. Itza's doing... being a good ally. You don't want to be fighting on all fronts. And my real war, once I picked up the books, is over in the Southlands and in Nehekara. And all of this is just a massive distraction. And I just want to secure my borders so I'm not going to get attacked. So I can send my armies places and not worry so much about getting attacked in the rear.
Wamrag?
These are liking me because they're at war. All my allies came into war with me against the Order of Lawmasters.
And what can the Dawi do for
I think
you?
I've got the biggest possible alliance there anyway.
Look, attack!
Have I got full alliance with you? No, I haven't got any alliance with you. Do I want an alliance with you? No, I kind of don't. I'm still half expected to go to war with you at some point. I don't want to. It's just I wanted this region because that's where the Vampire Coast were, and I don't want to take. I've got to take this for a book. So my stupid rules for myself about wanting to have complete provinces and not loan. I mean, there are benefits to it. It's much easier to control public order if you've got everybody. All the things, all the buildings in this province, but it's not that necessary.
I'm listening.
They are really, they're not really weak.
Give the word.
Safari, they don't like me so much. I don't have trade with them.
Make your request and
It's
then
getting better
return
though.
to your
I
desert.
don't know why it's getting better.
Ossified wretch.
No, I don't know if there's any other people. I know Zlatlan, but by the looks of things, because we're obviously going down the...
Lord of the Phoenix Court.
We're going down this in power rank. They're obviously pretty low. I don't know how many people are left. I haven't met everybody. Oh, I can't trade with them anyway. You don't have a port. Oh, I guess you have a port over there, but I guess this is your capital now.
Who
That's a
calls?
shame. Sudenburg. You're not
Your
gonna...
man gods and dubious masters have no place here.
Non-aggression.
Absolutely not.
I don't really care. A sub-goal is going to be kind of reclaiming the whole desert as well, because I feel like you kind of have to reclaim your homeland. I mean, my homeland, being the more based in city-states, isn't actually on the map, but as an empire, it seems I can't trust the other two kings to have control and potentially get the books in the gash. I guess it's the roleplay I'm going with. Vampire Coast, we can tour
You need me?
Alessor. Now, do you don't like the Order of Lawmasters? You also don't like most people, actually. But if I could,
What has driven you forth from your barren wastelands?
I mean, if I'm avenged, I would rather you were friendly as well. I think you kind of got to go into this game almost assuming
Lord of Bretonia, the
all
laws of
high
chivalry
elves.
demand.
I can see what the
I
dwarves
hear
are on
you.
about. All high elves
I
will
must
stab you in the
protest.
back in the long run. I've got a lot of trading partners, to be fair, so it's not the end of the world, but I think I'm probably losing
Yes?
all my...
Do not greet me as a friend, nor are we foes yet.
Oh, you like the Lawmasters. Yeah, okay. Our income's been quite stagnant. Obviously, it's gone down because we've lost some. I would like to say we've made a lot of progress. We've gone 20 turns. Where did we start? 20. We've only done 24 turns or so. No, we haven't even done. No, we've done like 16 turns. How have we done 16 turns today? Because that takes so bloody long. No. On count. Was it turn 58 we started at? Yeah, I've taken too bloody long. Maybe I should try and speed up my game. I do like taking my time. Considering out the... That's the thing, is like, there's a temptation to speed my gameplay up to make it a bit more interesting to watch, but at the same time, really, I suppose I want to find an audience who likes my ramblings, who likes me discussing things and taking my time. That's the ideal anyway. I'm not aiming to... I want to find a like-minded audience. I want to make content that I would like to watch. So, on that note, anyway, it is probably time to go because I can feel myself getting tired. It's almost 9 o'clock now, which is going to make it a bit easier splitting up into hour segments, hour-ish segments. But thank you everybody who kind of came in, stopped by to watch. Thank you everybody who's watching on at a later date on a VOD or on YouTube. I would greatly appreciate it if you like, subscribed or follow on Twitter and all those kind of things, because I'm still very new to this, so the feedback is appreciated. I haven't had anybody speak in chat today, which surprisingly isn't as affecting my morale as much as I would think it was. Because at the same time, I haven't really, at this stage, been massively pushing publicity-wise. Most of my friends and stuff, I guess. A couple of my closest friends know that I'm doing this, but I kind of wanted to build up a bit of catalogue before really trying to grow it. I'm trying to focus at the moment on good content rather than expanding the audience so much. So, and that's fine. I think I'm doing all right from that regard. I still appreciate feedback. There's very much a work in progress, and it will be for a long time. The camera position changes. I think, I don't think I mentioned it at the start, but as I moved much, I think I found a good position, but I just raised it a bit. I positioned the tripod slightly different to raise it. So I mean, the idea is for it to be a bit more eye level. And yeah, I'll leave it there. I'm going to try and stream again tomorrow. Now the technical difficulties are very much out of the way. I did intend to try and... I did transfer the stream from yesterday onto YouTube, but I haven't tried cutting up into smaller segments. So I want to try and get at least some of that out tomorrow, with thumbnails and all. Then I'll stream after. I mean, I didn't start streaming until about 3 o'clock in the end today. I mean, it's Friday tomorrow, so maybe I'll try and stream later at 5, we'll say. I mean, nobody's going to see this particularly and see that I'll come back. I might put it on my schedule, though, for 5. And then I'll carry on till later, because it's Friday nights. You know, all the cool kids go out on a Friday. Really cool kids play Warhammer Total War. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.